Now you want to get some weird shit? Vaccines. Look at the Statue of Liberty in the 1800s, and look at the fucking Statue of Liberty today. Feminism. Freemasons are all Luciferians. Climate change. 4 companies own every major corporation in the world. Same sea level. It's not rising. All that shit is depopulation.
Yo, welcome to another episode of the Colum Tyrrell Podcast. Should I have my hood up and look pretty damn cool? You gotta go up to YouTube if you want to see me with my hood up looking pretty damn cool. If you're listening, you just gotta assume, picture a cool dude with his hood up. And that's me. That's what you get. Also, the YouTube channel, we're almost at 15,000 subs. If you're watching, smash that button, yo. Keep it litty. All up here. No cap. 22 or something. Yeah. Subscribe type beats. Don't forget, we still have the goal of 20,000 YouTube subscribers, and we're almost there. If you're watching this, there's a good chance you're not subscribed. So just log into YouTube, hit the subscribe button. There's only like 20% of the people that watch the podcast is actually subscribed. And as a treat to the boys that work the booth, the boys in the booth that are always hard, I'm gonna bring them to Sparks Steakhouse. Sparks. So on this episode we got Sam Tripoli, legend. Obviously he's mentally insane. I gotta tell you that. Sam Tripoli's so funny because I come in with I feel, first of all, I don't believe most of the stuff that anyone says ever. I don't think anyone knows anything. We're all just speculating and lying. And then I'll come in there thinking I'm like super red pilled and be like, yo, I think that the virus came from a lab. I think it was leaked from a lab, the evidence. And he goes, yeah, that's pretty cool. There's no such thing as getting sick. And I'll be like, okay, all right. He goes, yeah, the year is 28,000 BC right now, just so you know. And you're like, he goes, what year did you think COVID was? Nah, son, this is an illusion. Yeah, we're all in a tank right now, whatever. So that's how he does it. Like with you, you think you're like going like, yeah, moon landing might be faked. He goes, yeah, there's no such thing as the moon. So it's Sam Tripoli, very funny guy, and he lost his YouTube channel a few years ago, and he's got back in. But it's difficult when your people like Sam saying outrageous stuff, and he just gets buried and shadow banned and all that type of stuff, legitimately. By spreading misinformation, which again, even if you're doing that in a funny way, who cares? Even if that was accurate. So make sure you go support Sam, listen to his stuff, enjoy this episode. Go see him on the road. He's traveling all over the world. And, it's a difficult situation for him because he believes all the nonsense that he says. And so what are you going to do? Not say the nonsense that you believe? So, he's had to sacrifice, especially in this world where everything is just online. And everything is getting more and more censored. It's crazy, right? So listen, go see him live. Go buy his whatever he has to sell. And also, I'm going to be on the road, and I've got dates all over America. I've literally achieved my dream. And I got to tell you, folks, if you're at home and you think that certain things aren't achievable, so you don't want to attempt it, just try it. Because I promise you, you'll get there, and you'll realize that it's not fun at all. Actually, achieving your dreams is nonsense. It's shit. You're on a Greyhound like a loser. You're sleeping in a Motel 6. just absolutely just ripping your meat 6 times a day. I'm set. I'm on the road and I'm just setting, touching myself records. I don't know whatever I can do to not get demonetized. Is the M word illegal?
I think you're good.
Self-love. I'm just practicing self-love 6 times a day. And then
self-care.
Yeah, I'm just practicing self-care, baby. You gotta. I'm set like it's like a teenager. Like I'm telling you, there's only me and 14-year-old boys that are doing it as much. And then like you got the cleaning lady coming. Hello, can I? And I go, get out. Do you have any creams? All right, guys, I got dates coming up all over. By the way, every Tuesday night, New York City, brand new show. Me and Lil Sasquatch from Barstool Sports. It's a free comedy show. It's called Tuesday Night Comedy at Downtown Social. If you want tickets, go to columtyrrell.com. You just reserve your seats. There's going to be drop-ins from the biggest names in America. Obviously, Big J, Dan Soder, Shane Gillis are people that we will ask. I don't know if I can promise them, but, hey, If not, they'll be good, I promise. So free comedy. We're bringing back free comedy to New York City because free comedy used to be the thing. Everywhere you'd go, there'd be just these fucking sick-ass bar shows. And then the virus spread and all those bars shut down and no one ever really brought them back. So I'm bringing them back. It's going to just be a night where people are just workshopping stuff, doing a bit of drugs and having fun, all right? And we will get thrown out of the bar within about 4 months because we won't be tipping and we will be doing stuff in the bathroom. I promise you we'll be doing bad things in the bathroom. All right, folks. So on the road, April 1st, Perryville, Maryland. South Boyd, Connecticut, April 22nd. Pittsburgh, PA, May 14th. That's the Improv. First time headlining an Improv. Make sure you get tickets for that. I will be embarrassed if no one shows up. Pottstown, PA, June 2nd. Oxford, PA, June 3rd. Midnight Circus 2. This time it's personal. July 15th, The Stand Comedy Club, New York City. Rosemount, Illinois, August 4th and 5th. Houston, Texas, August 25th and 26th. Boston, Massachusetts, September 14th through 16th. Janesville, Wisconsin, October 20th and 21st. And Plano, Texas, November 9th through 12th. I'll also be adding a bunch more dates. And if you want to see me on the road, leave a comment. But dude, come on out. This is pretty cool for me to have a full calendar like that, which I've never achieved before. And I couldn't have done it without the love and support of everybody that listens to this podcast sometimes, you know. All right, folks, here we go. The great Sam Tripoli. Enjoy. Ladies and gentlemen, the Colum Tyrrell Podcast. We are joined today by the great Sam Tripoli.
Thank you for having me, Colum. I appreciate it.
I just did your podcast. Very great, very good, very entertaining, good discussion.
Really? I wasn't sure how you thought it went because we were going to go one way and then I didn't get the notes and I just started easy. Then I'm like, fuck it, let's just shish kebab them, bro. Let's go hard in the paint and tell them the truth.
Yeah, it is funny because, like, you know, I can dip my toes in some stuff. I'm just like, there's no way a lot of, like, I'm like, the advertising techniques in the medical industry are definitely immoral. And you're like, there's no such thing as Wednesdays, Colum. I'm like, you're going, the Jews invented the weekday to keep you in line.
It's beyond Jews, bro. Jews are middle management. When you realize
my God, the book doesn't stop at the Jews.
Jews are like only like third floor. We're going way deeper. You want to get to the penthouse? It's way
who we
deeper.
talk about the Rothschilds? Where does it end?
Rothschilds are just like, if you know their name, they ain't running nothing.
Oh. So whose name don't we know?
Well, there's this group called dude, it's like that. So like what I wanted to do was just break down Irish conspiracies for St. Paddy's Day, and
we'll do a few.
The more and more I study this, the more and more that day that holiday is shady as bro. It's so shady. It's so nuts. It's like it's what everybody says about Thanksgiving in America. Like, you're celebrating genocide.
Yeah.
And you're literally celebrating genocide of this. And it's like,
I know, but we're the victors. I am.
You are not the victor.
I'm the victor. I won. Me and my boys showed up and we those pagans up.
But those are the pagans who established everything.
We said, this is what we do. I said, this is what we do.
Yeah. In the name of the Lord, you killed off people.
You ever see this shit?
Yeah, dog.
That swept the country like the Gritty, dude. That swept the country, all the boys.
So this video this guy sent me was but by the way, there's if you do this, there's bro, it's some like do that again. Do a boom, 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 boom.
Father, Son, Holy Spirit.
Yeah, man, there's some weird cross with that.
You don't like that? It's
like,
no good?
It's weird.
You think it's a devil sign?
Yeah, for sure, bro.
That's not a devil.
For sure,
it's
bro.
The cross. It's
for
the cross.
Sure.
It's
dude, Bill Hicks has the best joke about that. About why are you celebrating the cross?
Yeah, I know.
Right? He's like, that's like walking up to the Kennedys with a little rifle on your lapel going thinking of Jesus.
Was it Hicks said if Jesus was executed today, we'd have a little electric chair around
yeah, for sure. Well, if Jesus showed up, nobody would even give him. I mean, like what? You'd be like, crazy homeless guy.
I know.
Hearing voices. Whatever, dude.
Yeah, he turned the water into bum wine.
Yeah, man. Bum wine. That's the best. Bum wine.
He makes some Colt 45.
Ooh, I would love to start that as like somebody trademark bum wine. Dog.
Oh, bum wine is like it's the expression for cheap.
Yeah, but we need to start some box wine called bum wine, dog.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Just put it out there and see if we can get some of these bourgeois trash to It's
got to have caffeine. It's on a just ruin.
Just throw everything
rip brain
horrible
cells.
that should not go together and just throw it into one thing and just watch people love
the stuff that doesn't make it into regular wine.
Yeah. So we want some sugar, some caffeine. So, Coca-Cola used to have Coke in it. Why don't we put meth in our wine?
I think you
throw a little sprinkle some Salt Bay meth in there.
We could go to a couple of wineries around California and be like, listen, all of the wine that you don't use, the stuff that gets filtered out, you want because you're throwing it out.
Give us
anyway.
your slime.
Because people do that with don't they do that with like butchers and things like that? They go, all those bones, give me those bones.
And then they just grind them up.
Yeah, give them the chickens or whatever.
And give them the chickens and make pigs eat other pigs.
Grind it up and turn into Taco Bell.
You know, pigs are smarter than dogs.
Yeah,
absolutely.
And we just f them up.
They always say pigs are like top 3.
Pigs and dolphins, but we love dolphins and we don't give a about pigs.
Love bacon.
Is dolphin meat?
I can't eat
is dolphin
bacon,
meat good?
Is dolphin meat good?
Yeah.
I can't imagine this. I know people eat like
dude,
whale.
it always gets into the tuna and everyone freaks the f out. And then nobody cares about the tuna. What about the tuna
Because they're
people?
kind of hot. The dolphins are kind of hot.
Yeah.
They're cute as hell.
There's a bit of a section.
Well, you know they're out there people, right?
Yeah.
You know dolphins people.
I wouldn't say no. You know?
There's a whole bunch of jokes about it, and then nobody wants to go to the cops.
With the corkscrew penis,
What are you
right?
going to say? I got raped by a dolphin, and then everybody laughs
they,
at you?
They tried to describe him. They go, I go, what do they look like? And they're trying to like not be like, they don't want to just say, come out and say dolphin. So they have to be like, oh, he was kind of like this tall and slippery. And then I go, was it a dolphin? I was like, oh, no, I'm not saying all dolphins. I'm just saying this particular.
It's one dolphin.
He goes, that was him. Are you sure? He's like, oh, so all dolphins look alike.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, they do.
But dolphins be raping.
It's a sign of intelligence, I think. So the pigs are probably. Well,
I was following Jessime Peluso yesterday, and she was doing this thing about how she really acts when she walks to her car, so no one will rape her. And I'm like, dude, we'll rape for sure.
yeah,
Right? I mean, I don't care. It might be slow, but dude, the pussy's fire.
It's an easy win. You
That's
gotta take those W's when you can.
Oh my god!
Someone, he goes like, "Oh my god, I think I'll be home in an hour." You see,
I was talking about that on stage.
He rings his girl. Yeah, it's not gonna be a late night.
I've done that joke twice on stage, just kind of following what she was saying, and it's crushed both times. And I'm waiting for people to get upset about it, and they don't. I think the tide is turning. I think we're finally winning.
Well,
is the heat check you got to do in the room to see if the room's cool.
It has everything. It has alliteration.
Yeah, for
you
sure.
can imagine it. No.
Happy St. Patty's Day, though, dude.
Yeah.
I guess that means something, right?
It does. Yeah. You've what? Columbus Day?
No, I don't celebrate Columbus Day either.
No, there's not many days.
Because he didn't discover jack shit.
No,
He showed up way late, dude.
the Vikings are already here.
So there's this thing going on right now in San Francisco.
What the Vikings?
yeah,
the
dude.
Vikings did discover America.
No, and before the Vikings were the Moors.
The who?
The Moors showed up.
Them?
Black, European.
The Sicilians.
Europeans?
Yeah, dude, the Moors. So this thing in San Francisco right now,
Moors,
they're giving $5 million to all the Africans.
Are they?
Have you heard this?
I think they post those headlines every now and again just so everyone goes, this is bullshit, man.
Dude,
have they ever actually happened?
They're trying. Well, just everyone's trying to out-woke each other right now. Like, It's like, how much crazy can I say? Well, like the opposite of the woke are doing, like, how much incredibly stupid stuff can we do?
So, but like, here's the thing. I just moved here. So do my taxes go towards that, or can I?
You just moved where?
To America. So if they're going to give them $5 million.
No, but you're not in California.
No, okay.
So you don't have to worry about. But New York is just as bad, bro. The city's pretty bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, so they want to give $5 million to blacks, African descent, even though California wasn't even around when slavery was here.
Oh, yeah.
Right? So everyone's just doing 23andMe and just trying to see if there's just a pinch of African in them.
That would be sick, dude. That'd be sick.
And you just get a check, bro? For nothing?
People are going to be selling fake DNA results.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I'm sure you could probably lie about that pretty easy, right?
But if you get into that shit, that whole story about like all that stuff, is just a giant lie. Most of the slaves were already here. They were called Moors.
What? You think so? They showed up and there were slaves already here.
No, they were Africans already here,
Okay.
and they just conquered the out of the Moors and turned them into slaves because quote unquote natives had slaves as well.
Yeah.
So like everybody were just conquering Moors.
Everyone, you do have to agree. Every generation had slaves.
There's still slaves going on. What are we talking about? Like I watch all these black comics are like, dude, slavery's bad, and then they're doing jokes about buying like slaves in Libya.
Yeah.
For $400, you can get your own slave. $400. You go on Groupon, it's gotta be like $50
for life. You get $400.
Yeah, dude, you just get them. You make them do some shit.
We had this conversation the other day, and just very quick, without thinking about top of your head, if you had to do a slave, what race and sex would it be? Quick.
Samoan.
Samoan, man or female?
Male. I want them to do shit, right?
Oh, yeah, cool. All right, Samoan male.
Oh, if I'm going for like
think he's
sex, I'm going like Norwegian.
Norwegian male.
Norwegian women.
No, first of all right, Samoan.
Or
Samoan?
Like some Japanese lady boys. If I gotta go guys for a sex slave.
Japanese
lady boys.
I would like
If you had to pick a dude, you gotta hit it. You gotta go tiny Japanese.
like the Maldives, one of those kind of islands over there. You know, like the Mauritius. You know Mauritius?
No, what is
Mauritius.
that?
That's just an island in the
just tiny lady boys.
Well, you know what they say? It's been the most conquered land on Earth.
Oh, everyone
right?
just shows up.
Everyone shows up every 10 years and just pillages and leaves their DNA. And it's because it's the most mixed people in the planet. They have
it's
the most,
everybody.
a little drop of everybody, and they get the most beautiful women in the world.
So there is this thing that they like scientists and whatever, but they're like, eventually we're gonna be so mixed, all right, that eventually we're all gonna look Filipino.
Yeah.
We're
that's
all
it.
gonna look Filipino.
That's what happens. Do you ever remember when you were a kid and you would have like different paint colors?
Yeah.
And then you would mix them all together?
Yeah.
Kind of Filipino looking.
Yeah, Filipino.
It's like this shirt.
Yeah,
This is a shirt of all the colors.
Yeah, that is a Filipino
This is a
shirt
Filipino
for sure.
skin.
Yeah, for sure.
Absolutely.
What is that color, by the way? Is that pea green?
Yeah, it is.
And you put that on?
Dark pea green. It's good. It's cool.
You bought that?
I bought it. Ross
Did
dressed for
somebody
us.
give it to you?
Ross dressed for us.
You bought that for him?
No, he
No,
didn't.
we just love Ross.
Shout out to
Who doesn't love Ross?
I
But
bet
pea
the-
green?
No, this is good.
Was that in the discount?
No, this is a good.
What is the?
Is this one of these? This is just famous LA roasting.
No.
This is whoa.
I just never see anyone just grab a pea green shirt.
This is.
I guess it's
kind of brown, but it's army like. It's like people like it. It's like military-esque. You know, it's masculine.
Oh, you've worn it before?
I wear it all the time. It's my favorite shirt.
And people are like, nice shirt.
They go, wow, you look
My
like.
bad.
They always go, nice shirt. You look like Zelensky. This is what they say.
You really do look
I
like
know. I get it all the time.
Lizinski.
All my stand-up clips are just like. Oh, I only clicked on this because I thought it was Zelensky. And every single comment.
time.
And I'm like, fucking, I've got to get something out of the content.
Hey, dude. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, so we're all going to be Filipino. All right, what was the name of that school? We want to talk about Irish stuff because we never got a chance to do it on your episode.
Did it get too weird for you on my show?
No.
You're funny,
but I was
bro.
just
I
listening.
like
You know what the problem is it's when it's sometimes podcasts can be more interesting than they are. So I'm just like sitting there listening, enjoying it, rather than, you know.
Well,
I was just happy to listen.
I've been doing podcasting for about 10 years, 10, 11 years, you know. And comedies and podcasts have changed. They went from like this kind of thing where it's like you're meant to like really get into your shit. Now it's like morning zoo.
Yeah, you're right.
It's so. I mean, I'm
It's
just
very
old
gaggy.
school. It's like, it's just like it's the opposite of good improv.
Yeah.
You know, good improv is like don't try to be funny, just be real. New podcasts are like, just say the most retarded shit you can and see what you can get away with. And everyone and people love it, which lets you know improv sucks, right? Improv sucks. That's why it's always suck. You go to like, dude, that was not funny. Yeah, because we're trying not to be funny. And that's why we're on Saturday Night Live now.
Yes.
Did you watch that video with the two guys from who did the Jess Smollett attack? Did you see that video?
Yes.
Dude,
Yes.
that's real comedy right
That was
there.
so
we
funny.
will never, nothing we do today on this show will reach
Yeah.
that level of comedy.
Yeah, and he's talking about the time, and then he had one thing that was the funny. What did they say? He had one line at the very end. It was the funniest thing. It was like a
give him a noogie
or something like that. Was it the sketch?
It was the best. All right, I hijack every podcast.
No, it's
you
great.
You lead.
So we never got into these Irish theories. We won't say the C word.
So the video, what is the C word?
The C word.
Conspiracy.
Oh, is that weird for you to come here and suddenly you can't say your dudes?
I'm not allowed to say. Do we have to say the C word? All right, just the C word.
Why?
Because
YouTube.
YouTube done bury us.
Oh, my bad.
Just play the game.
Okay, we're playing the game.
We lost that game 5 minutes in.
Yeah, dude, we're 10 minutes. You should have told me.
No, he's gonna edit it all out. He's good.
Oh, you're gonna beep everything?
I gotta beep everything.
In the first 10 minutes?
Or we could just do a different noise rather than a beep. Can you make perfect? Do
Beautiful.
Use that.
Cheep.
Yeah.
Juice. Juice.
Timestamp that for me.
Don't make me say the M word.
I'll say. How about I say the first half? You say the second half. And we join our power.
Oh, I gotta say the ER part.
What the fuck?
I can try to do with the ER.
I think the first half is just as hard, dude. The first half is just as difficult. The first half doesn't get enough credit for how difficult it is.
Just say you're backing off a contract, which is renege. Okay, you can get away with that.
Yes,
right?
or I'll drink a Negroni.
Yeah, okay, you can do that, but the ER is not good, and which is really weird because I like women calling me that in bed. That's a real fetish I have.
Yes.
And it's so fun to find out how comfortable they are with saying that word.
White women?
Yeah, some are like, no, that's disgusting. They just get dry right there, right?
Yeah.
And then other ones just, before I can even ask for it, they're just dropping N-bomb. I'm like, interesting.
Wow.
And I'm rock hard.
They're kind of similar in a way.
Why? I
With
could
the
do.
role
I
playing.
have. Anyway, so there's a school, a famous boarding school in Northern Ireland.
It's called the Kincora Boys Home.
Kincora Boys Home, and it's famous. And our friend Jimmy Savile used to head out there and visit there.
Friend of the show.
God.
Friend of the show, R.I.P. King.
R.I.P.
We should have merch, which is like clouds, and it's like Jimmy Savile and Ruth Bader Ginsburg hanging out in heaven.
Like a stairway to heaven.
Jared from Subway there too.
Epstein. It should be Epstein, Jimmy Savile,
Throw JFK up there.
and then Ruth Bader
No,
Ginsburg.
I got better. Your Mount Rushmore. Just put the Mount Rushmore. It goes Jimmy Savile, Mother Teresa.
Okay.
She's big
Yes.
into that. Jeffrey Epstein, and then you just gotta get one more.
You just gotta be someone who's normal, just to piss people off, like Tupac or something, just to fucking annoy people. And
Yeah.
go, what the fuck? What?
Just get Mike Tyson swinging on you.
Oh my
If you tell Mike Tyson that Tupac was gay, he'll swing on you.
Really?
Oh yeah, he's totally gay.
Well,
All the rappers are, bro.
Well, Tyson doesn't have a clean record himself.
Yeah, I know. Dude, Tyson's so popular, he could just admit to rape, and they're like, yeah,
And,
that's Tyson.
did he ever admit it?
Yeah, he admitted to another one recently. In a limousine.
Jesus Christ.
He was like, oh, I did actually.
Yeah, this other girl, totally real. That one, not real.
So he still denies the original one. The
Well,
problem,
dude, have
the
you
problem
ever
with the original one is that as soon as it was over, that girl just disappeared from all of the limelight.
Well,
So if she was lying to make it benefit her career, she would
well,
have
no, what it was
stuck
is
around.
he peed on her and kicked her out.
Is
You
that-
can't pee on a chick and kick them out. If you pee on them, it's a bed and breakfast at that point. You're staying the night.
Okay,
That's
yes.
just a lesson to all the young bucks.
So it's a
out
lack
there.
of chivalry.
Yeah,
and
that
she,
100.
and she got
You
paid,
can't turn a girl into a porta potty and then ask her to leave.
and then she sent her to prison as
Which is a
as
big thing
punishment.
that they do in Saudi Arabia. You know that, right?
Pee on women. And
Oh, dude, they fly these chicks out from Southern California, turn them into porta potties. So every time you see your favorite Instagram model, like, I'm live from Saudi Arabia, just know she's about to get dumped on.
yeah, and
Yeah.
what is that? A sign of power or whatever?
It's just called, we got all the money and we can do whatever we want.
Yeah.
And here's $1 million, just let us all dump on you.
So there's a sex show shop or whatever in Amsterdam in the red light district, and it's called like Dumps or something. And the big crescendo at the end of the show is a girl comes out like a stripper, and she says, "If anyone wants to shit on my face, you can. It's $50. If you shit on my face, you get $200, and if you can't shit, you have to give me $50." So and then all the boys are all bachelor parties. I was like, "Oh, get up there, Tommy, get up!" So she sits there, and then Tommy pulls his pants down, and then the whole crowd's like, "Shit, shit, shit." But you can't. The guy, men freeze up when they go to shit, and then you know what she also does? She starts blowing on your ass. She just so she's like getting that sphincter tight.
Oh yeah.
This girl makes $1,000 every night from people not shitting on her face. I'm at home not getting shit on.
Unbelievable.
I'm at home not getting shit on, and I'm not making any money.
Yeah, that's incredible. Well, now you got a nice party trick to do at your next party.
Yeah, but the only thing she did say that there's like every now and
Hold
again.
on, what do you mean? You heard this on a podcast? Did somebody interview her?
I read it in a newspaper.
Oh.
Yeah. It's an old family tale. My granddad told me when I was a kid. The streets are paved in Amsterdam. No, but she only says every now and again there'll be a guy comes in and she'll know before he even he's about to shit. Like he will shit.
She can see. She can. It's like a.
She knows. She just knows.
And she would like, no, not you.
It's like when you know from a comedian, you know who's on a heckle, you know whatever.
Yeah.
And she just sees it and she goes, oh, and just. And
today's the day.
And yeah. But she makes fucking probably $6-7 a week, and she gets shit on once a week on it.
Yeah, it's just weird thing, bro. It's like, can you blame them?
I cannot blame them.
Right? I mean, can you fucking blame them? You got people working at McDonald's fighting black trans because the fucking ice cream machine's not working.
Yeah.
Every time I go to this McDonald's, it's just a race war going on between black trans and fucking tiny cholos. Every fucking time. Or you can go get shit on and fucking...
Yeah, what about all the fucking lithium miners and like
all
these
those
kids, getting their arms blown off for diamonds and shit? Yeah, he's like, you can get shit on your face.
Yeah, he's like, I'm getting out of here.
You can get paid.
I'm going to go to fucking...
I do not know a day I have not had shit on my face. He's dreaming. They're sitting around dreaming.
That's his dream.
They're sitting around the Sahara dreaming of.
She's like, she's getting calls for, are you still getting shit on? Mom, I could be doing lithium mines and fucking having my arms blown up.
In the grand scheme of things,
yeah,
sure.
I'm not doing that bad.
Yeah,
I bet she got a great IRA, dude.
You know, her
retirement.
And you know,
her saving money.
Her sister's a doctor and they have a rivalry. Yeah. But she makes more money. There you go. I hope it's a family business.
That's crazy.
Like the circus, you know. I think
that's just crazy.
You don't just walk. Yeah, I think you don't just get into getting shit on. I think you got.
And I bet you there's a waiting list to get that job. Like if she quits, there's a line out the door of women who are just like, "Let's go."
Yeah.
Let's go.
I think Amsterdam too, you know, that's the European bell movement. You're better, like over here, you had some fucking fat trucker full of 7-Eleven from Indiana. Dude, you're better get your retinas blown off your head. Dude. You started shrapnel.
It's like hit you like a fucking spidey web, right? Just like no, but there's no law. Well, you ever see that video in Canada where the woman shits on? She has to use the bathroom. They won't let her use the bathroom, so she takes a shit right there in the lobby of the restaurant, grabs it, and like a fucking boomerang, it just. Bam! Just throws it, bro.
It actually has to like.
It fucking hard. Like that's a good. That's a
monkey tail.
Held together.
Yeah,
that's insane.
She picked it up and threw it.
Wow. I saw a great video of some guy who obviously just had violent diarrhea, and he ran down to like outside of a hotel. You know, like the underneath the thing, and he pulls his pants down, and he just and he has the diarrhea, and he's just like leaning against the wall, and he's like. And then he's like, oh, and he stands up to fucking pull his pants down, and he slips on the diarrhea and falls, and it goes all over him, and then he runs off down the street. It's the worst thing I've ever seen. That's the worst day of your life. That's gonna
live with you for the rest of your life.
That's the worst day of your life.
Every job interview, they're gonna be like. You know that's the same thing with the 2 chicks 1 cup. You know, every day. I read Where Are They Now because I thought like that. Like, where are they?
Where are
One
they?
died right after it.
Wow.
One just died right after, and then the other one just is like trying to forget and like
trying to forget.
Yeah, trying to like move on with their life, and that is the greatest like public appearance. Fuck up ever. They should have been on tour.
Yeah.
They should have been selling cookbooks and giving motivational speaks. They would be selling out.
Yes. Eat shit or eat shit.
Yeah.
That's a nice
I'm the
book right
number
there,
one
huh?
video ever on the internet.
Yeah.
Ever. Nothing's come close.
Well, and you
it's
know,
me and Gundam style. That's it.
yes. Here's the thing is, though, they look back at that as a marketing. It's like, couldn't have been Jane and Sarah and one cup, because like you would at least been like, oh, what happened to eat shit.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
But because it's just two girls, it's like, it could be anyone. I could meet any girl right now. She's like, I'm one of the two girls.
I would do that. I would just go around and I get plastic.
Which is so funny that you move on. You don't like. She's not like. That's crazy. You can't move on from that. That's your thing.
Yeah, that's your thing.
That's your thing.
That is who you are for the rest of your life.
Even if you're not doing it in professional capacity, you're still gonna be.
But she has to be pissed that she's there in Latin America and some chick in Amsterdam is just crushing it.
She's in Latin America. They were Spanish, weren't
Yeah,
they?
they were Mexican.
I never even.
But it's kind of like she's like the Michael Jordan of that, and then she just created a whole industry, and just now there's just people. It's like Dane Cook creating the model for comics. And now we're all living off that
grooming,
right? Well played.
I know.
No.
We're all friends out here in LA. We're all friends.
No, dude, it's
no
good.
jokes about my friends.
Is it grooming if you marry her? If you marry her?
No, it's not grooming. If you buy,
grooming.
Is it grooming if you buy her PlayStation? No. No. You waited until she was 15. No. Okay.
No, I could go off. I don't care. Go off. I will make fun of everybody. I wish everybody would get shit.
Yes. All right. So this was a boarding school, Northern Ireland, and the royal family have bases in the north.
Bro, the royal family have places everywhere. They own a bunch of property outside the Denver airport. You know that, right?
No, I did not know.
Yeah,
that.
they own a bunch of land outside there. So when everybody looks at the Denver airport and it was being built, they're like, why are you taking all this dirt out? That's way too much dirt. Tunnels, bro. They got tunnels. Dude, this guy thinks I'm kidding.
I'm not. I don't think I'm kidding.
Tunnels.
Every time you say something, it's so wild.
Underground tunnels, dude, connecting from the West Coast to the East Coast. They can travel all the way under. Shady ass shit.
You think there's an underground?
Dude, you want to hear crazy shit?
Please.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't think you have that else to say.
If you look at Hunter Biden's back tattoo, it's the Finger Lakes, bro. And the Finger Lakes are notorious for children going missing.
It is.
Yeah. It's fucking creepy shit.
He's like the guy in Prison Break.
But, dude, I have a weird thing with Hunter Biden. It's like, yeah, I know he's a scumbag, treasonous piece of shit. But, man, I would have liked to party with him, right?
Man.
Yeah.
Because every time you
more-
see him, he's cracked out, but he's still got a big dick. So, he's getting the good shit that doesn't give you coke dick. Like, you ever see he's got this fucking monster hog and he's just smoking crack and you're like, how come you're not getting coke dick? Oh, because you're getting the good shit before they chop it up and put everything in it.
He is more relatable than nearly all the other politicians.
Yeah, I
He's
mean,
like,
if he wasn't treasonous, I'd be like, I want to hang out with this guy.
what did he do? Give information to Ukraine?
Yeah,
Russia,
like he's
something
like just been selling everything out to China and the Ukraine and all that shit.
you gotta get crack. All right, you gotta get crack. What are you gonna not get crack?
Yeah, man, what am I gonna do? Like,
Yeah. So does this? What was it called?
It's called the Kincora Boys Home in Belfast.
Yes, and so this
now is it like a orphanage?
Yes,
Oh,
exactly.
dude, that's
it's
just
been around forever.
brutal,
But all
dude.
of these. So Jimmy Savile.
These kids,
He would go visit it, but Ireland was all like that. Ireland had loads of orphanages like that, for long, early 1900s, forever. They would take kids like no problem.
Yeah,
The church would take your kids no problem. Bang, sorry, you're not a good mother or whatever. Or if you were out of wedlock, they would just take and the family were happy to get rid of you. If you had a baby out of wedlock, there was like child pits found with like 800 bodies of orphaned babies in a shallow grave
this
in
makes
Galway.
me so sad.
So, like,
dude.
if you were 19 or something, but you weren't married and you got pregnant, it would bring shame upon the family. So they would send you to these laundries, Magdalene laundries, and you would pretty much just be owned. You'd be property of the church forever, and then your kid. They used to sell them.
Oh, they made you become like a nun and shit?
Well, you were just kind of locked. You were just working there, like the way prisoners here make fucking license plates or whatever. They were just doing laundry, and the kids, they never found out what happens to the kids. A lot of those kids got sent over here, were sold to like people who needed kids.
Oh yeah, well that's what they do a lot with when they did the one child in China. If you had a second kid, they'd take it and you'd come over here to America. That's where they get a lot. But it's crazy if you like think about how the shit that women had to put up with before, and now it's like the complete 180 of that.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, and you kind of go, okay, man. I mean, like, I don't want women to fucking have to be in arranged marriages. But then you look at, like, how, when they're given all the power, how fucked up everything gets. Right? You're like, okay. You can't pick men for shit. You're marrying this dude. He owns a farm. He's got animals. He's fucking doing well, okay? Stop dating SoundCloud rappers, all right?
For sure. Yeah.
Like women
I don't care if he has a bad personality. Yeah. He's got 2 cows. We need cows.
Yeah. But just like women just now today, they're like, put up with my shit. You're like, dude, back in the day, you had no say in everything.
Yeah.
And everybody was happy. Now, nobody's happy.
I don't know about the everyone was happy part.
Most people, except for women who are all on fucking pharmaceutical drugs now.
Yeah.
Man, it's crazy.
But you know, Ireland had arranged marriage for a long time. And it just gets brushed because the Indians get a bad rep for it. But Ireland had arranged marriage for a long time, especially in the countryside. You know,
what they do is like, oh, he's got something going on.
Yeah,
you're gonna have kids with him.
Yeah, it made sense for the families because everyone had so little. They were like, all right, let's make sure this works forever.
Yeah, let's make sure it works out.
Yeah. And
now it's like, nope.
But they do also frame arranged marriage. They always look back at arranged marriage like it was bad for the women, but surely the same side of the coin or whatever, the same side as the other side of the same coin was that the men could have also got stuck too, whereas a guy's like, I don't want them. And he's like, it's good for the family. He's like, but she's a pig.
She's a pig, bro.
Dude, look at the beak on her, man. Look at that beak. Papa, look at the beak on this one. This maiden's beak.
Do you want our kids to have that fucking nose, bro? But then back in the day, if you just want to get out of marriage, you would just frame your wife for fucking like adultery, and they'd be like, "Oh yeah, burn the bitch!" Right?
Yeah, I saw her floating,
dude. That's my.
I saw her floating. She was on her back today. She was.
I dude, this is my like this Iran, like the Iran and this women's movement, and how like everyone's in the West like help what like Iranian women get equality, and you know they tell the Iranian government, don't do it, dude. It doesn't fucking work out at all. They're never happy. Just keep them fucking second-class citizens, and they're gonna bitch anyways. Now you're gonna lose everything. They're gonna take half your shit. They're gonna dye their hair blue. They're gonna fuck all your friends. Then they're gonna get on pharmaceutical drugs, so it doesn't fucking matter. Don't give up. Keep them second-class citizens. Trust me on this.
Yeah, you're really you make good points here.
Does anybody? Do they seem funny? They like. Did I talk to you about this? Like in Toronto, 2/3 of them like I have mental illness. What are we doing? You're all on pharmaceuticals anyway.
Get back in the kitchen.
Get in the kitchen. Cook me a meal. Shut the fuck up. They bitch anyways, right?
Yes, I get. Yeah,
dude, I don't want nuclear war, but it would clean up so much, bro. All this bullshit would go away if they just dropped one nuke somewhere. Pronouns gone, all that shit.
Yeah, that's true. I co-sign what he just said.
Thank you, bro.
So this home, which is known because when, oh, by the way, I have a good scoop for you too about another pedophile.
So for me, dude, like I'm in the conspiracy world, right? I'm a conspiracy. Obviously, I'm known as that.
C word.
Okay, I can't say that word.
You just have to, what the fuck happened? We talked about this.
I can't say conspiracy.
No, you gotta say it's call it the C word.
Oh, is that dinged on YouTube too?
Yeah,
really?
Calling it the C word.
Everything else was fine. It's just the conspiracy we gotta bleep out.
Really?
C word, people.
I can't believe you invite me on when I can't even say what I'm known for.
The C word.
So I can say cunt, though.
Yes, that's fine. Perfect.
Okay, I'm known as a cunt.
Just no C theories.
Okay, we in the cunt world, all right?
We just call them cunt theories.
Okay.
And we'll be monetized and fine.
So
it's a dating podcast called Cunt
There's a lot of crazy people, and a lot of them are like, oh, hey, man, we got to get rid of pro-choice. And I personally don't want the government to tell you anything to do with your body. I was very much against mandatory vaccinations And I'm still against that, but I'm also against the government telling women what they can or cannot do with their body. Now, I have kids, okay? I love my kids. It's a blessing. Children are a blessing. But what these conservatives never want to talk about is what you want to bring all these kids to life. You want to bring them to birth, okay? What to do with them? What to do with them? And they listen. 80% of the children who go missing are from foster care. Almost all the people in prison, foster care. Almost all these homeless people, foster care. So what are you going to do, man? Well, you shouldn't be having sex unless you want to have kids. What? Yeah, like what world do we live in that's a real reality?
Cool. What a cool answer, by the way. No, don't have sex unless you want to procreate. All right, Ben Shapiro, shut the fuck up.
Dude, dude, that guy is the most annoying human being.
Talking like this?
Why? Yeah.
Listen,
There's absolutely
this is
no
America.
Boy Scouts. Yeah.
I'm fucking Boy Scouts.
You know, no, there's two genders, and you can't.
They're all gonna die for Israel. Fuck it.
Go on.
Yeah, Ben's a fun guy.
The whole thing's a limited hangout, bro. It's all limited hangout. It's all meant to commandeer and take control of the movement. So they got their people in there.
So when Jimmy Savile came out, and it's been known that the BBC, and the elites would all have their pedophile rings.
Dude, they do hunting parties.
They do have hunting parties.
With children.
With
They hunt
children. There's a thing, a friend of mine, her family chase Mexicans. I swear this is true. They're very wealthy, and they live up in Vermont or whatever, like almost billionaire wealthy. And they all go hunting, but fox hunting is illegal. So what they do is they just hire a mamacita and put them in a fox costume and chase them through the fields.
What?
Shut up.
This is true. This is a true thing.
And they shoot them?
I don't think they shoot them, but I think maybe paintball or something. I don't know, but they definitely got it.
Why would you pick Mexican women? They're the slowest people out there.
Just save a bit of money.
Oh my God!
It's she has
Why
to,
would you just want them
it's
to
the
like
maid.
clean
It's
your
the-
place topless?
It is. This is them getting an extra day of work in.
This was on Real Sex on HBO.
Oh,
where they
really?
had people dressed up and they go out and they dress up
they chase
like,
them?
like English fox hunters.
Oh my
Maybe.
Hold
God.
on, but the people dress like the fox.
Yeah, they dress like the fox.
This-
They also have like people dressed up like dogs and horses and stuff.
And then
that
chase them.
and
But
they
that's a
chase 'em
fictional
like-
show.
No, it's a
this
real
is
show.
Wow. So I'm telling you, people are into fucking hunting humans.
It's crazy.
Yikes.
Well, that was an Ice-T movie, very famous Ice-T movie.
Yeah. What type of what human would you want to hunt the best? You want to what human would be the most fun to hunt?
Fat white people.
No, that's
I'm telling you,
it's
it's
too
too
easy.
No, dude. Oh, you
Too
want it
easy.
hard?
Wait,
You want it
yeah.
hard to catch?
I'm hunting an NBA player, and we gotta go before the sun goes down, or we're fucked. You know,
I mean, you don't want to chase Mexicans. They're the only people getting smaller. Have you
Mexicans,
noticed that?
they're
Everyone else
burrows.
is getting taller. Mexicans are getting small.
That's
I
like
don't
the
know.
Vietnamese. You fucking get a trap.
Yeah,
You're chasing
there you
them. They fucking take
Yeah,
your leg
there you
off
go.
like Arnold,
Here you go.
covered in mud. Fucking they start hunting you.
Yeah, dude. You know what, dude? They're having flashbacks of when we invaded them.
The Charlies and the
Yeah.
streets.
By the way, the term is misconstrued. It's not really meant for Asians. It's meant they used it for white people. Gook is actually for white people, and then white people culturally
They
appropriated.
went, nah, you are. I know you are, but what am I?
100%. 100%. That's exactly what they did.
No, you're.
You're a Gook.
They went, oh, is that really how it happened?
Yeah.
But they'd say that WAP used to be used for Irish originally too. It was all immigrants.
Well,
WAP.
It's
all
just
that
without
stuff-
papers.
Without papers, it was Irish, Italian, whatever you are, an immigrant. They call you
Kike
WAP.
is basically from the papers. I think it's
thought it was
zero. It's like a zero, right?
Circle.
Yeah,
Circle. Keikel.
Keikel.
But that could be. I don't know where I heard that from. That could be Patrice O'Neill said that.
Yeah.
But I don't know if it's true.
But it's like, it's like my grandfather came here and everybody in his family changed their name because they wouldn't hire Italians.
Yeah.
Except for my grandpa was the only one to keep Tripoli. Everyone else was Triple, all this other Tripol.
Yeah. Interesting.
It's crazy.
And
Yeah.
yeah, it's because they're lazy,
Dude.
Yeah, like you just like, oh god,
Jesus
oh, God.
Christ.
I want
can,
you to believe.
can I blur out the background so they know this is in my studio?
We have to watch this episode
I know we do.
together.
I know we have to.
Hold on, you're gonna beep conspiracy, but you're gonna let go.
No, I want you to cover up my words with the word conspiracy. Bleep out with conspiracy.
That's great. I love
But
that.
I like, dude, I think we're gonna get to a place like I'm telling you, like so, like TikTok. They look like they're gonna ban TikTok.
Yeah. Well, they've done it with the government officials, right?
Yeah, so now
you're
they
not-
think
if-
they're gonna do it with the regular one, which is both great because it was making everybody stupid.
Mm.
But also there's a part of it where it's like these Gen Z kids are coming in and they're like they're not sensitive
They're not sensitive.
at all.
Mm.
You could say whatever you want from them. They don't give a shit.
Who, the young kids? The
Yeah,
youngest?
the young ones. So like
The Gen-
everyone thinks millennials are all the young people.
Because they're all dudes. They all think
They
they're
don't
dudes.
care. So Matt Rife, I do gigs with Matt Rife, and he's crushing it right now.
Sex God, love him, friend of the show.
Dude, he's fucking great, bro.
I know,
The
yeah.
best.
And
Yeah.
like, I really love him, dude.
Well,
I love watching him.
I don't know
'cause-
if I told that story, but like I've seen him because he's a beautiful man. And
Oh,
then, like,
dude,
he's
we
gone
know
viral,
every
so-
straight guy here would suck
I
that
know.
dick for that
those
milk
lips,
and honey.
Those lips. Yeah, and those arms would keep me safe.
Yeah, dude.
Fold up sleeves, dude.
I bet you he'd love this shirt. This is the type of shirt, man. I saw Matt wear this shirt and I bought it.
I think I wrote the sleeves.
No, but obviously, instantly, I naturally hate him, right? Because straight away, first
You
thing
want to.
hot guy, yeah, all this
Yeah.
stuff. And I remember I was with Ari and someone else, and Matt Rife was playing the same room months there, and it's all already sold out. So every week, it's like every day it was just Matt Rife, and all the girls that worked there were fighting over who got to work. And then we sat down, we were all drinking one day, and we're like, let's watch some of his clips. I go, yeah, let's watch some of his clips. And then we watched the first one, and we were all like going, but this is gonna suck. And it was like, all right. And we were like, damn it, fuck it, all right, next one. And then he did another one, and it was good. And then the third one, and we were all like, fuck, I love this guy.
Dude, I'm telling you this, man. He does my comedy chaos.
Yeah.
And he's interesting because he's a funny guy.
Yeah.
But he's learning. And dude, he's taking big swings, bro.
Yeah.
And the crowd loves him so much, they let him take these big swings and they
wow.
go along with him.
Yeah.
So it's like, there's always been these guys that were like, at least in LA, they were always the cute guy, the pop gods, right?
Yeah.
It started with Dane Cook, then it went to Chris D'Elia. But when you always looked at those guys, you're like,
Matt Rife, you're in good company.
I pulled them aside. I'm like, hey, Matt, guess what? You can't kick them out. They're
Yeah.
staying the whole night.
Yeah.
You can't,
Don't piss on them, Matt.
Yeah, can't. Don't
Don't
pull a
piss-
Tyson.
listen.
Don't
Yes.
pee on them and kick them out. If you bang them, they stay the night.
You
right?
gotta show respect
Well,
to
you
these
got
whores.
Matt's got all the characteristics to get canceled.
Of
by the
course,
way.
yes.
He's white. He's at CAA, and chicks want to bang him.
Yes.
So it's like I'm like, you got all the characteristics to get set out the kick. So you have to be really nice to these girls. It's just the way it is, right?
I know it's a drag, dude, but you just got to be nice to women, man. I'm
Yeah,
sorry. Matt, times have changed. Hollywood's not what it used to be.
It's not.
You got to treat
dude.
these whores with
I don't care
respect.
what this guy said. It used to be great. You used to be able to hit it and quit it. Not
Yeah.
anymore. Now because of social media,
You
they're
let
all the village
let one of
idiots.
them on Twitter. You let them all on Twitter.
Yeah, 100%, bro. That's how it fucking goes. They all rally together, but I watch him, man, and he's got a big following now, and he's still growing his content. But you watch him, he takes fucking big swings, bro.
Yeah.
And it's cool to watch, and he's the nicest guy.
Yeah, good for him. Good
for him.
He's
Let me get that sloppy seconds.
He's
Chris D'Elia.
he's turning down threesomes that I would pay money to
Yeah,
fucking be a
dude.
part of. just to sniff the bed after.
Tens.
I know.
Tens stare at him
Yeah.
like he's birthday cake.
Yeah. I'm not gonna get
Like,
work done.
Dude, we had him on a show, and my friend Steven Glickman brought these 2 tens with him. He's a fucking fat Jew. He's like a big fat Jewish guy, and he's got these 2 tens. He's like, "Can I bring him backstage with me?" I'm like, "I get what's going on here, okay?" So he brings it back, and these girls are like, "We flew in to see you, man." I'm like, "Oh my
Jesus.
god!"
They flew in to
They
see
flew
him.
in to see him.
Well, look, he makes their clit vibrate. Look, what can you say?
God bless him, dude.
Lucky.
Chris D'Elia
One,
got
one of
so
us has
much
to be pretty.
Chris D'Elia got so much pussy. He brought out a guy that looked just like him to take the rest.
Yeah.
He'd be like, you, let's go. The rest of you bang my stunt
He had,
double.
he had a body double in case he got assassinated by pussy.
Yeah.
We got eyes on the Leah going north. And then you pull off the hat. It's not him. It's
Doppelganger.
We lost him.
That's how it goes, bro.
Yeah. All right. Let's talk about this fucking school.
Dude, it's crazy, bro.
So this school and what they did, and there was a huge cover up with, and everyone knew. And this is mainstream legit information that everyone knew about Jimmy Savile, and he had operations in place that people helped covering up. He's also a sick cunt in terms of all of the stuff that he did.
No,
in
but
terms of
dude,
setting
he
up
was an
children's
equal
hospital.
offender too. Like,
Yeah.
children to the senior citizens.
Yeah.
Oof. He would go and violate senior
He
citizens.
was alive or dead. He used to go into. He would tell these morticians at the children's hospital. He's like, "Oh, I'm just gonna pray with the bodies. Can you fuck off for an hour?" And they're like, "Sure." And he's like wearing a gold tracksuit and no shirt. He has his big hair and he has a cigar.
And
like,
he's got one eye on the lookout for everything
Yeah,
while he's
yeah.
focusing on what he's doing, dude.
He's been around for a
that
long time.
weird como. I don't trust
So
anybody with a
so
comb
he
over.
visited that place, and then years later, and a lot of these victims too went missing later on. But the royal family went out there, and now Lord Mountbatten, which was who's the
He's
queen-
the uncle of the king.
the uncle of the king. Well, he wasn't the uncle, was he? No, he was the uncle of the old king.
Of the old king.
Yeah, the uncle of the old king, and he got blown up by the IRA up the rat.
Yeah. I was just gonna
Um,
say he got assassinated.
Yeah, they blew him up in the boat, which was pretty sick. The IRA,
Yeah.
they killed.
Are
him.
they heroes or are they?
For him?
Your boys.
No, the guy who was just talking about Mount.
No.
Lord
That's why you
Mountbatten.
point at me.
Right, but
But also him, yes.
for the Irish, is the IRA heroes?
I think the problem is it's such a blanket term for so many different groups. You can't say all. And they what they fought for originally was very noble, and then eventually I think a lot of them just became regular drug and just regular gangs. Once you have that kind of a military force or whatever,
Yeah, you're like,
and
fuck.
you turn it into like
Let's just
illegal.
run shit.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Why
So,
are we
I don't
fighting
know.
everybody?
But,
and then does the Irish have their own intelligence service? Because that's what always happens. They come in and they make deals with people.
No, I don't think we have an intelligence service. We have a kind of smart service, smarter than the average man's
I'm
service.
telling
No,
you,
I don't think we
bro.
have an intelligence. Ireland doesn't have a whole lot.
There's no like.
No, there's no good like secrets and
There's
stuff
no
like that.
CIA of Ireland.
I just can't imagine the highest guy. I just can't even imagine the president, our president or our Taoiseach, with prime minister. I don't think he could get away with many crimes. I think people just know it's It's not like you guys where someone can just go missing.
Yeah, it's fucking
someone can
nuts,
just
bro.
kill himself
Insane.
with a shotgun to the back
But
of the head.
like all the royals were friends. The royal family is so evil, and it's so funny to watch how modern Hollywood portrays them.
Yeah.
Which is all this giant brainwashing thing that they do with the fucking all the shows that they got on Netflix. Anything on Netflix is propaganda, bro. It's just
Facts.
propaganda to
know,
get
but
you believe in
Crown,
shit.
the crown is good.
The Crown it's all bullshit, dude. So so they were friends with Jimmy Savile, and dude, they loved the Nazis. They were all you got pictures of Queen Elizabeth throwing up Heil Hitlers to everybody.
Yeah.
Dude, what is it? Norwegian? I think it was the Norwegian royals, bro.
Yeah, well, Norway was Nazi.
Dude, they were the worst, bro. They were like funding everything.
Yeah, but they were actually part of.
Yeah.
them-
Doing hunting parties and shit.
Oh, again, yeah, for
kids? Oh,
my
dude,
God.
you put a kid in dude, you just can't put the kids in foster care, bro. It's
No.
not good. I'm
No.
thinking about adopting. Just get those kids out of there.
yeah.
Let's go. Let's get the fuck out of here. It's kind of like when activists go to fucking Red Lobster and free fucking lobsters. Like, get out. They're like, where am I going? I got nowhere to go. I got little legs.
This is every day your kids come home, they just have another brother or sister. Like, God damn it, dude. I keep getting beaten up by all these new brothers and sisters. they keep
I just
taking
want
all
to get I think I'm going to adopt a black son. I think I'm going to do it, dude.
Hero.
Just go D1, bro. D1. Remember your
Absolutely.
pain, bro. Remember your pain.
Yeah.
Get a Disney movie out of this.
Well, but here's it's a real gamble. You're either going to get
Yeah.
either get a D1 or someone who works at Starbucks.
Yeah, or some fucking SoundCloud rapper.
These are
Or
real,
got some Colin Kaepernick fucking selling books about how racist I am.
yeah, he
It's like, I
turns-
fucking saved you, motherfucker. You were in the diddle factory and I brought you home.
He goes, I got you braces. Do you know how expensive braces were?
Yeah, I got you braces, bro.
I got Colin Kaepernick.
Is there a worse? Dude, that chick, her pussy must be so bomb that she got you to call
Yeah,
out
I
your
know.
parents
Yeah.
as racist.
Well, you know the thing what happened, right? He started dating the Black Panther girl.
I didn't know she was a Black Panther or whatever, or
dude.
like a BLM
Yeah, she's
girl,
a
whatever.
He was
Yeah.
about to get hired by the Ravens as
Right.
the backup quarterback. And she put out a Django Unchained fucking picture about the owner and Ray Lewis. Nap, gone.
See ya.
Yeah.
But then they still sued and won like $50 million or
Yeah, but
whatever it
lawsuits
was.
don't mean shit, bro. And that's where we're getting. Well, that's why it's getting really dangerous right now, because all these courts are setting precedents and just throwing out the law. And it's just like he got offers, he didn't want it, because Colin Kaepernick is going to make more money bitching and moaning than he will playing sports and getting his brain shish kebabbed. Just taking
Yeah.
these fucking hits where he's like, "Dur, dur, 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 dur," later on.
Yes. Do you ever watch a show called Only Fools and Horses?
No.
So Only Fools and Horses is like it's a hugely popular British show, and it ran like during the 70s and the 80s, and it's like super famous over there, almost like, I don't know, the Honeymooners or some shit like that.
Oh, from way back in the day.
Yeah, it was from the 70s and like the early 80s. But the main character, apparently he was good friends with Jimmy Savile, and everyone knows that he's got all these cover-ups and stuff like that. So it's only a matter of time before this is all
Is
allegedly.
he still alive though?
Yeah. So it might come out when he dies, because you know, some people.
It all depends how close to power you are.
Mm.
Because if you're really close to power, they won't touch you. But
Yeah.
if you're on the fringe, they'll throw you under the bus,
Just to
so it looks
distract
like we're going after these bad
You know
guys.
what? But I don't know. I think there's so many people involved in all of the higher level
it's
English
the
cover-ups.
it's listen, pedophilia is the highest is the doorway to the highest levels of power.
Mm.
It used to be like, oh, you cheated on your wife, but now,
Mhm.
as society accepts more and more shit,
Mm.
the highest is like pedophilia, dude. That is the fucking ritual to get to the highest levels of power.
So how many people do you reckon are involved in pedophilia rings, and it's just as a career?
So you want to hear some crazy shit?
Like they don't want to do it, but they, it's just good.
Well,
for their
dude,
career.
so there's a famous there's
question.
famous stories about
Fonzie,
like
if you want to raise, you don't have to get involved in some circles.
yeah. Well,
Yeah.
what happens is like you'll be like a new senator or something in Washington D.C. and you'll get invited to a party, and then one second you black out and you wake up and you're just next to some kid and they filmed you, and it's like, yeah, dog, you're either playing ball or you're not playing ball.
Yeah.
That's kind of how it goes, and so
And then at that point, then you go, all right, well, I might as well fuck him because,
well, yeah, I'm here.
yeah, they
You're
already
gonna
got
waste this kid. What
Well, he already has proof that I did it, so it's like, what's the difference?
Yeah, so it's crazy, dude, and that's why like a lot of these guys at the highest levels, like they're freaking out about this Epstein flight list, and it's like crazy, like some of the names that are on that list, like,
Right.
and they're all like the loudest, like Donald Trump critics too. It's very weird, like Wanda Sykes and Kathy Griffin and
Wait,
Chelsea.
Wanda Sykes is on the plane?
Yeah,
She used to work for the NSA. She had like a 10-year career at the NSA before she got into comedy.
she's a crazy person.
Yeah.
What's that got to do with it?
Just like intelligence-based, like
Oh, interesting,
corporations.
bro.
Yeah.
Oh, Wanda Sykes.
And then Kathy Griffin's over there yelling and screaming about Trump. It's like super interesting.
Doing the frazzle drip Trump cut.
Dude,
Stop.
that shit's nuts.
Mm.
Frazzle drip, that's a big reason.
So I think Kathy Griffin knows something about kids. What do you reckon?
I think that she's just she just went to that island. That's where like you kind of fucking learn to play ball.
You're at least complicit, right?
Yeah.
If you're there, yeah.
There's some shit going on over there.
Yeah.
That's why she's and it's so funny as you watch female comics, and there's so many funny ones out there. There are.
You'll have to tell me about it, because I
Name 5, go.
There's a lot.
top 5 underrated female comics. Let's go. Come on.
But
Taylor Thompson, love you. Shout out, girl.
she's great.
I know she is.
I used to know her dude. One time I was doing stand-up at the Madhouse,
Whitney
and
Cummings,
my
love you, babe.
opener was Taylor Tomlinson.
Yeah.
And like she came talk to me and she's like really off-putting. I was like, what's going on? And then I realized she's super shy.
Yeah.
Like she's super shy. And I just walked up. I watched this 19-year-old girl walk up and just do old black man crowd work and light this fucking crowd up. I'm like,
What was she doing?
I mean, dude, she was just laying into this crowd like I've never seen.
My girl though, my girl won't sign a prenup. God damn. She's like, whoa. He's like, keep rubbing her head. Oh. I said, no, god damn, she gonna leave her half? Oh. Oh.
I mean, it was so fluid. It was crazy how good it was. I'm like, well, that's the future.
Yeah, no,
and
she's great.
Next week, I took her to the Comedy Store and just introduced her. Everybody like, this is the future. Make her a regular right now. He didn't do it at that point, but fucking dude, yeah, she's fucking funny. There's a lot of fucking funny ones out there, but it's funny as you watch female comics go through this kind of like, there's this cycle with them. And they start off really young and they're just slinging pussy at everybody. Everyone's getting some. And then they get to that 25, 26, and then they start locking it down, right? And then there's microaggressions in everything, right? And they're like, oh, I got sex or they're going up like, oh, my pussy. And then like, and you're like, hey, what's up with that pussy? Oh my God, me too, right? They'll me too the fuck out of you right there. And then they get to an age like around 35 and the meat suit starts cracking, right? And then everything on Instagram is like fucking softcore porn, right? You know, they're like, ooh, look at this titty right here. Grab my butt. It's like the weirdest fucking thing. It's just like they all go through it. It's all the same thing.
The 7 stages of a female comedian.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
I only got 3. Slut,
Mostly,
lockdown,
yeah.
fucking please take this pussy.
Mostly denial.
Yeah.
mostly denial. Yeah. All right. Let's do one of these St. Patrick's Day conspiracy theories. Bleep that. C word theories.
St. Patty's Day.
Is,
St. Patrick's, or whatever.
Is that really beepable?
No, I'm just playing around. But I do think you're not supposed to.
I have a show literally called Conspiracy Social Club. Maybe that's why nobody's watching.
Yeah, go check it out there on Rumble, folks.
Well, Rumble's starting to get it, man. They got cat videos. I think the key to competing with YouTube is cat videos and twerking videos, prank videos. You got to do that.
You're
You can't
right.
just have like lizard people are running everything videos. You got to have little like mindless dumb videos. And you're starting to see that on Rumble.
Right.
Now, all the other ones won't do that. They just want like everybody who's like calling out the Jews. It's like, no, you can't just have that. You got to have everything on there.
That is.
Yeah, they need a Mr. Beast on Rumble.
Yeah, you need a Mr. Beast here.
We need a real. Yeah.
And it's amazing how people hate that guy. He's like, I just bought 1,000 people. I just paid off their mortgage. Oh, you fucking piece of shit.
Just the Rumble Mr. Beast is so funny. Last person to take their hand off this AK-47 gets to keep their freedom. Gets to say whatever they want. The conservative Mr. Beast is so funny. Today we're gonna chase these Mexicans back across the border. All right, so hit us with one of these theories that we've.
Okay, so there's a story about.
Was there any? First of all, was there anything that's caught your eye? You have the same list. You sent the list over.
Well, bro, I was telling you, you're never going to believe it, but this guy did a deep dive on the Irish. He thinks they're from Atlantis.
Oh no.
The Irish are from the lost city of Atlantis.
Yeah, that the Irish fucking were one of the first to settle Europe. And that this fits into the ethnic cleansing thing. That the Irish came from Atlantis with advanced knowledge and technology, and they came here, and they were called pagans, and they had all this kind of technology, and the fucking Catholic Church just came in and wiped everybody the fuck out. Now, why do I think there's some validity to this shit? Because if you see how the Irish are depicted, it's very much like, and there's a lot of similarities to blacks in America. Right? The way they're portrayed as just crazy people, drugs, alcoholics, crazy ass people. When in reality, they probably come from fucking very intelligent people. And that there's been this giant silent war against them to dumb them down, make them look stupid, make bad decisions. And it just kind of fits into that, dude. And like the Moors were here way earlier than everybody else, but nobody knows that. Fucking history. They're told they all came here on slave ships. And there's this guy out there called Hotep Jesus. He's got a great YouTube channel. And he breaks it down and goes, it makes no sense to bring him here on. Has anyone ever seen a slave ship? Is there any like museum that has like, these were the slave ships that brought the slaves? You know, you have never seen one of them. There's not one slave ship out there.
But they got the Jamestown boat that they came on, right?
Right?
Yeah.
Have you ever seen that Jamestown Rock? The Plymouth
Rock.
Have you ever seen pictures of it from the 1800s?
No.
You look at a picture from
I'll
the
look it up
1800s
right
and then look at a picture of today. Same sea levels, by the way. They're trying to tell you that like sea levels are right. It's the same exact sea level. Look at the Statue of Liberty in the 1800s. Then look at the fucking Statue of Liberty today. Same sea levels.
I did see that, Joe. I think you shared that
It's
today.
not rising.
I was like, yeah, I did see that. Oh, it was from you.
No, it's rising. It's not
Everyone's
rising.
talking about it, dude.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right.
So
the
my
Irish
whole
people,
thi- the
came from
Irish-
lost city of Atlantis.
Yeah.
Where's that?
This giant
Greece?
flood happened. Now, floods are talked about in so many different cultures and religions.
Yeah.
A great flood came and wiped everything. Great flood, mud flood came, most likely because the daughters of women were fucking these angels and creating Nephilim, which were ruining our DNA.
Okay.
What's Nephilim?
The
For the listeners
Nephilim
at home.
were biblical giants. So in all these cultures, even going back to Vedic astrology, which the demonization of astrology is also part of this whole thing. There's this saying that millionaires study the market, billionaires study the stars. And a lot of this shit's going on. It's a long discussion, but basically that the Vedic is one of the oldest of all the philosophies, and it's like Hinduism kind of comes from Vedic astrology, right? And the Vedics talk about how there's like 3 or 4 realities, and this reality that we live in, that the gods, the ones sent down 4 entities, trapped them down here, which fits into what the Christians and everybody talks about, these fallen angels, right? And in the Bible it talks about fallen angels came, right? And they mated with the daughters of men. And they created giants, Nephilim giants, which is like, then you can get into like the Anunnaki, and it's all the same story with different words,
Different cultures.
different terms. They're called the Anunnaki, fallen angels, the Watchers. It's all there, right? Came down, mated with men. God said, "You've destroyed our sacred DNA," and then they wiped everybody out. And part of this wipeout is these floods and these mud floods. So supposedly some of the Atlantis built a boat. I guess they were like, we got a boat. Let's survive the fucking thing. And they came to Europe. And basically at one point, and I could be wrong, Ireland and Spain were very similar, right? They were one big country. And the Irish basically founded Europe. And now you get into all this stuff about, if you kind of look at America, right? I'm just telling you, if you study the Irish, what everybody talk about, drunks, fighting, all that shit. It's just giant fucking psyop to take very powerful people and to make them look like idiots.
I do think we do often drink and fight though. You know, I gotta say, I appreciate. I'm on side where it's like it's all propaganda, but I know my friends.
Yeah.
I go.
No.
It didn't take much convincing.
It's not their fault.
But there's a giant like hip hop culture out there. I'm not saying it doesn't exist, but why is that pushed on everybody?
Yeah.
Why is that pushed? I mean,
Interesting. So where was Atlantis? What was Greece?
that's where they're trying to. There's a whole bunch of different places.
We have no idea. There's
One
lots-
guy thinks it was in Florida, by the way.
Hell yeah.
That's like what I think when I hear Atlantis. I'm like, oh, the escape in the Caribbean.
There's a lot
Like
of shit about
Boca
Florida
Raton.
that makes no sense. There's these giant, right in the middle of nowhere, there'll be a giant, giant stone that has a hole in it that's an anchor, man, for very big boats. And they're all over Florida. There's just certain things in Florida that you read in the Bible that only exist in Florida. Like these special fruits and stuff. It's like, just history's a lie, bro. It's a giant lie.
Is the Atlantis thing in any relation to like the Tartaria Empire type
There's
of thing?
some Tartaria into that.
Like it's
stuff,
like kind of
too.
sounds like the same idea.
Mud floods. If you look at mud floods, sometimes you'll be driving and you'll see buildings that have like half their window covered. And you're like, what the? Who does that? Mud floods, bro. Now you want to get some weird shit?
Yes.
You want to get some weird shit, dude?
Let's go.
Absolutely,
You
please.
go to fucking. They've done in Mexico. They've gone in the mountains, right? And they kind of just started digging, and they found pyramids in these mountains,
Yeah.
which fits into a mud flood type idea.
Yeah.
So they want you to believe all these mountains that are around here all came from plate tectonics. You want to study something really weird? Study the Grand Canyon, bro. If you go deep into the Grand Canyon, you can find buildings that are in the Grand Canyon, bro, with giant doors.
Have they been found? Is there like footage of this?
Yeah, but you're not allowed to go to certain places.
You can't go in there, right?
You can't go in there.
They
with-
want you to
with a-
believe an iceberg came and carved out this fucking valley. A slow-moving iceberg. Get the fuck out of here, man. If you actually
It is
study-
convincing when you say it like that.
Yeah, for real.
Oh, so rain is just water. Get the fuck out of here.
Rain is just water.
Oh, it's just falling from the sky. Is it sure?
So they're telling you that these plates hit each other, created these giant mountains.
Yeah.
Okay.
Plate tectonics.
All right. All right.
So you think, because I saw a photo today actually of a pyramid from South America where it was the 1900s and it's just a huge hill because it got overgrown. And then someone discovered
Cleaned
it. And
it.
they cleaned it. And then
Yeah,
it's a pyramid.
yeah.
So there's a good chance that all the mountains we know are just old.
Well, there's
pyramids.
some you don't want to go too deep on that because then you
Not
start to
every
get
mountain.
called crazy. But
You gotta slow down, Colum.
there's a lot of these mountains that if you,
Go, Colin, you talk a lot of bullshit sometimes. You know that? He turns around to me and goes, whoa, you're a bit out there, huh? You idiot.
No, I'm just telling you, I've had people on my show that are like,
Obviously, Colin, you idiot. Not
no,
every
I've had
mountain.
people on my show that are like, mountains are just old buildings. I don't know if I want to co-sign on all that, but
But some of them
there
are.
are some interesting mountains out there that have buildings right into the mountain,
Yeah. What type of building are we talking?
like the temples
Okay.
and stuff like that. I'm just telling you, our timeline is way crazier than they want you
Yeah.
to believe. And it's all from the Catholic Church. The Catholic Church went around and beat the fuck out of everybody, told them to take the Bible literal.
Yeah.
Lucifer is actually there was a saint called Saint Lucifer, and he's actually he was battling the Catholic Church because he was telling them that Jesus was not the Son of God, that he was just a prophet. And there was a big battle because the Catholic Church wanted everyone to go, Jesus is the Son of God. And then there were giant wars over that. Giant wars over it. The white Jesus you see is actually based off a like 16th century prince. There was never a white Jesus. Ever. And they took this prince's face and made everybody go, this is Jesus and stuff like that.
Who was that guy?
You could actually look it up. I don't.
Who
It's
did
like
they model?
white
Jesus?
Jesus based off of the image of a royal, and you'll find it. So
Interesting.
that's the whole thing. Like Jesus, it gets into craziness if you actually study the story, the whole story, the Bible, the Quran, the Talmud. It's like interesting books that were just inserted into these religions to kind of change the way these religions operated. And if you look at like, this is the craziest shit. If you get into like Muhammad, he's related to Queen Elizabeth.
He is?
Yeah,
He is?
she even bragged about it.
She did?
Yeah, she's like, I'm related to Queen Elizabeth and Draco.
From Rocky?
No, not Draco. The guy who is known as basically Dracula.
Vlad the Impaler.
What?
Vlad Tepish.
Yeah, Val the Impaler. He's related to them. Prince Charles lived in his fucking castle forever as he's waiting for the old bitch to die. He's just like, just sitting in this fucking.
How far up the Catholic Church do you think you got to go before you find someone who just goes, all of this is, I don't believe any of this shit?
What do you mean?
Like, you know, so obviously the priests.
Have you ever looked at the
low-level
new?
priests believe in it.
What?
Well, first of all, the people that believe in Catholicism. People
Yeah.
who go to church. And
Yeah,
stuff.
they
They
I was
believe
getting a
in it.
lot of shit
And-
from your episode going, why you demonize the Catholic Church? They're fighting for children. I'm like, yeah, the fuck them.
Yeah. Listen, you know, the thing is, Irish kids are hot. All right, so you have the people that believe in God, then you got the priests, who I also think they believe in the Bible.
Yes.
Then you probably go up to the bishops. Then you get to go all the way up
Yeah,
to the.
and then you start getting.
At what point in the Vatican do you think they sit down and go, all right, all of this is nonsense. This is power. This is the accumulation of wealth. How can we?
I mean, I don't know if you can go. This is the road that.
Do you think the Pope believes in all that shit, or do you think the Pope is just he's part of the
He's
organized?
How many popes do you think there are at one point?
One, I think. There's
No,
one.
there's three.
There's three.
There's three popes. There's a white pope that everybody knows. There's the black pope, which is the leader of the Jesuit order, and then there's the gray pope, and he runs everything.
The Gray Pope.
The gray pope, and he represents basically the black nobility. Have you ever heard the black nobility?
No.
Exactly. Nobody knows about the black nobility. That would be the greatest name for a rap group, and
No.
nobody's ever
It
called
sounded
themselves
it sounded
black
like a TLC
nobility.
song, to be
But
honest.
if you look in black nobility, dude, that
Black Nobility.
they go back to
Nobility. Gotta dig it up. Nobility.
You gotta black it up.
But you get into that black nobility, dude, and that's the old Phoenician families, that the old banking families that basically assassinated Julius Caesar, assassinated probably are the ones that hung Jesus, and all the way up to JFK. They've been running everything forever, and they basically control the Vatican, and the Vatican is the center of it. And it's the 13 families, the 300, the committee of 300, which is fucking crazy that the owner of the Clippers is one of the fucking 300 people that run the
Donald
world.
Sterling?
Yeah, no. Steve Ballmer.
Yeah.
You go look him up. His name's right there in the 300. Like, damn.
What's the 300? Like a
Yeah, we
Bilderberg?
can't even win a championship. We have one of the 300 guys who run everything. I can't even win a championship.
Call in some favors.
Pull some strings, you lizard person.
Put some adrenochrome in their Gatorade.
So what's the 300? 300 most powerful people? Or
That
something?
run everything.
They run
And
everything.
then above that is the 13 families.
The 13 families.
And their old bank, you don't even know their names.
Oh.
So the Rothschilds are just fucking. They're just.
They're a mascot.
They're accountants for
Yeah.
these very powerful people.
Interesting.
They get born. They don't even. There's not birth certificates. There's nothing, and they got trillions of dollars.
What are they doing all day? Just fucking on a yacht doing.
They
fucking
worship
kids?
the Watchers, which is the fallen angels, who have made deals with dark entities. And there's different groups.
That's what they do all day. just worship?
This gets weird. I don't want to get too weird.
I just want
with
to
you.
know what the day.
I don't want you to get too
A
weird.
member of the 13 families.
Yeah.
What's he doing day to day? Is he just in a mansion, getting up, drinking coffee, chilling out, watching
Yeah,
TV?
just
Just like a regular person.
no. They're running like every.
That
So
busy?
do you know that 4 companies own every major corporation in the world?
Yeah. It's more than that, right?
No,
You know?
BlackRock,
BlackRock.
Vanguard, which I think is the lizard people.
Yeah.
State Street, and then there's one more, and they all own anywhere from 8 to 12% of every company, which makes them have about almost 50%. And they own the same amount in each of them, so they move as one. So all this woke shit isn't natural. It's all astroturfed based from these 3 groups, but they're losing so much money now, they're pulling their. So you're going to see woke shit about to go away because all the money's coming out of it. Because everyone's woken up to what's going on. It's not real. But anyways,
You explained what AstroTurf was on our episode. Go check out Sam Tripoli's show.
yeah.
But-
So that's what I don't want to get too deep in the weeds, and this has been fun. I don't want to make it a weird
No, it's fun,
podcast
it's
unless
fun.
you
This is-
want to get
this is
weird.
great.
I'll
This
get
is the most
weird.
entertaining anyone's ever been. I promise you, this is much more entertaining than anything.
Yeah. So what basically happened was God sent these fucking 4 entities down. One of them was so everyone thinks they're all the same people. There's degrees of this shit. So like it's like Luciferians aren't as bad as Malachians, okay? So it's like Trump versus Hillary, right? Trump is a Luciferian. Luciferians believe in free will. Malachians are dark arts motherfucker who worship this entity called Moloch, who is known by different names.
That's the
Baal,
Bohemian Grove Owl.
Yeah, no.
Baal, Moloch, and the real old name is Kronos, the god of time. So that's the real dark guy. And that's where all that's where all this Jimmy Savile shit goes to.
Yeah.
So there's degrees of this shit. Like the Freemasons are all Luciferians. So they want you to believe that Lucifer is the bad. I'm not saying he's a good guy, but there's degree and much deeper and darker and more evil is Moloch. And they're doing this, all this shit, vaccines, feminism, climate change, all that shit is depopulation.
Like mass rituals too. Yeah.
Yeah, all that shit. All that shit. It's meant to fucking lower our They want you to believe there's too many people. There's not enough people. Dude, Elon Musk even like, dude, we're having a crisis of population. Nobody's having kids. So think about what's going on in this country. All these really smart women are feminists, not want to have kids. And then all these Viking bitches with big tits and fat asses, they're all becoming OnlyFans, right? Like, you have to do an OnlyFans if you have double D tits.
Hell yeah,
you got
brother.
to. Most of those chicks were the breeding chicks that the fucking Vikings would knock up. They have more Viking. Not now. Now they're like, all they're getting is gutter dick because nobody wants to be with them. It's all...
What's the benefits to lowering the population for these people? Surely you want more people, so then there's more work.
No,
and more money to go up.
it's just like now you're getting into spiritual shit, but it's like anti-God to have less people meant to kill off the population. That is the war going on between the Molochians and humanity. And like, listen, dude, I'm gonna tell you something. If you would have brought this up to me 7 years ago, I'd be like, you're a crazy person. Shut your fucking mouth. You're stupid. I've always believed in God, but it's like, this gets real deep shit, dude. And all these organized religions, all of them, anybody tells you about God, they have no fucking clue what the fuck they're talking about. And it's that they're all crazy people and they're all just here. Anybody that's between you and God is fucking full of shit. And it's just a fact, bro. Nobody, dude, these meat suits we wear, they're like when you go to a party and you do those fat sumo fucking thing and you only have so many things you could do. That's this. We're not meant to know everything, dude. We're all powerful. We're fucking Jedis. We can control fucking energy. You can manifest anything you want. There's a million. Yeah, do you see the movie? And you can tell me shut up at any moment. But do you ever see the movie Everywhere, Everything, Everywhere, All at Once?
I haven't seen
That's the world we live in. There's fucking there's a million variables of you, and you could tap into any of that shit.
It's like weird how that's the new theme in like a lot of movies coming out. It's all multiverse, like quantum realms and fucking.
So listen, so I'm really into
predictive
this shit
programming,
called
right?
the Hermetic Principles. What they did was they took the Hermetic Principles, hardened them, and called them the laws of physics. They took out all the mysticism, right? And they're like, so you don't know how powerful you are. But there's a law of duality, meaning light and dark. We live in a society that tries to get rid of your darkness. Your darkness, the masters use their darkness to motivate their light, right? But you're going to therapy trying to get rid of all your darkness. You're taking fucking pharmaceuticals to get rid of your fucking darkness so you don't have to deal with your crazy ass shit. They've fucking, all this mysticism, they've labeled mental illness and all that shit. So, like, dude, everything is fucking energy. Everything is vibrational, bro, and you can manipulate it. I know now I'm getting weird, but it's just the truth.
No, I appreciate it.
That was great.
That was great.
That was great.
It's weird shit. And now I'm gonna be like,
No,
okay.
you're getting us. You're getting us into the cult.
Dude, I'm telling you, bro, you can do anything you want. You just gotta fucking manifest it. If you don't believe it, and
James
then,
Gordon.
dude,
I wanna be on James
I'm gonna
Gordon.
leave you on this one. This is the last thing.
I want to be on James Gordon so bad.
Depending on what you believe is what you see, right? So religious people, they'll see fucking interdimensional beings. Atheists see aliens. So, like, depending on what you believe the universe is how these things appear to you.
Yeah.
Right? So like atheists, they'll see Bigfoot. They'll believe in or like someone who's like not in the super religion, but they're spiritual, they'll see Bigfoot. Someone who's super religious, they'll see fucking angels. Someone who's like atheist, they'll see fucking UFOs. Right? It's fucking crazy. Like, there's no reality. There's only, okay, anyway. So I think that's the craziest shit. Anyways. So we had fun, right?
That was
It
the
didn't get
most
too
fun.
weird.
That was
I always
actually
leave
great.
these things going, they're never going to talk to me again.
No,
I'm going to see you at the fucking your show. You're like, hey, dude, what's up? Anyway,
this next actor.
gotta get you in. Let's
I'm
go.
gonna be hosting on
Thank
this
you.
next actor. I don't really know him. We're friends. We're not like that. You know.
But dude, you are so fast and you are so fucking
That's
funny.
great. I honestly, we could talk all
You're
day.
one
I
of
could
the
listen-
funniest dudes I know. You're so fucking fast, bro. A
Shut
gun
up,
recognizes
shut
a
up.
gun.
No,
You're a
shut up,
fucking
that's-
fast gun.
Stop complimenting me.
Why? I can't do that?
No.
Is this California positive energy
Yeah,
shit?
gay ass West Coast shit,
Right?
dude.
But I loved hanging out with you guys on
Yes, I
New Year's
know.
when you guys were just fucking ripping each other. That's how Comedy Store used to be. It's done. It's gone. All these fucking chicks made it fucking sterile. No, like, dude, I forget who it was. This fucking guy's like, is there anywhere to fuck around here? I'm like, I missed that. That's gone. Nobody's asked me that in years. I've fucked everywhere. Nobody's asked me where can I fuck. Up there, the sound booth is great. Half the reason people think the Comedy Store is fucking haunted because people are fucking in the sound booth and they're hearing fucking moans. Nobody does that anymore because then nobody wants to get Me Too'd by these unfunny fucking female open mic comics and these fucking cucks out there, these fucking women. Treat them. And so as they go up there and talk about their pussies for a fucking hour, and then they're like, "I'm gonna fucking respect me." It's like, you just talked about how your fucking pussy is Carrot Top's fucking prop box. What are we talking about?
Ladies and gentlemen, Sam Tripoli.
Go to samtripoli.com. See me live.
Go see him live. Very funny. Check out his podcasts. You're the man. Thanks.
I love you, buddy. You're the funniest.